family, friends, fellow gamers, educators, and students. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am Grumpy Gnome. Let's get some grump on. Fallout Shelter. Baby, here we go. We are not going to enter vault number 1. Instead, I'm going to start a new series. We're going to do a vault list. Let's get rid of this one up here. So we're going to delete this. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, double click it. New vault. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start vault 303. And this is in honor of my father-in-law who passed away this year on March 3rd, 2025. So this game is going to be in his honor. We're not going to do survival mode because I've never done it before and I hear it's tough. Anyway, let's create the vault. And we're just going to walk through this like this is everybody's first game. Congratulations, you selected Vault 303. Ah, nuts, we didn't do the tutorial. Shoot. Okay, well, here we go. I guess you get my tutorial. So we start off with a bunch of dwellers out here, and notice how we have no rooms built yet. So the first thing that they're going to want us to do is to build a power generator. And I've actually had some thoughts about how I want to lay this vault out. So the first thing I'm going to do here is build... Oh, we need a living quarter also. I think the game starts with the living quarters. I'm trying to envision how we want this to go. Yeah. Now, some people build the power generator on the top floor. I don't know if we want to do that. I had a vision and it went away. Otherwise, they're going to run through our vault. I think if we put the power generator on top, I'm going to try that. So let's build it here. And then I think I want to save this for another power generator. No, maybe not. No. And then living quarters is going to go down here because this is going to be the overseer's office. And somehow like that, something like that. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of wacky because I had a vision on how I wanted to do this, and now I don't know if my vision is still there. Elevator. I'm going to come down one more. So if we did power generator, 2. Can't do that. I wonder if we could have taken this one out already. It doesn't matter. And you know what? I really wish we could have just started this over again because this is not going too well. Anyway, we got a power generator. Nuts on a biscuit. I'm actually going to go ahead and put in the, well, let's do the living quarters. So there's that power generator. This is going to be a mess decks, and then living quarters is going to go down here. So living quarters is right here. Let's build that all the way down there. And then let's go ahead and Yeah, I see what's wrong now. There's going to be no Mr. Handy up here. But that's okay. That's all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking for... Actually, let's build all our rooms out. Let's go ahead and build the water treatment center. The diner is going to go down here. No, it's going to go right there. And then we're going to build a water treatment center, which is going to go right over here, for lack of a better place to put it. Because I wanted to start running elevators down the side over here. We can always destroy rooms later. Let's go ahead and get the... oh, is that telling me I don't have enough? I don't have enough... I do have the caps to build water treatment. Here we go. So for now, let's go ahead and stick it in right here. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check our dwellers for their special attributes. And that's this spelling right here. And you can see how he's already 5 out of 10 for strength. So strength is what you want in the power generator. So he's going into there. Also, assign 2 dwellers to the right room. These are some of the objectives that we need to do. So we need to successfully rush a room, send a dweller into the wasteland, and we're going to get our second one right now. What are you good at? You have I, so I'm going to pass you up. You have straight line, so I'm going to pass you up. You have E, I'm going to pass you up. And you're straight lined. You've got A, so you are going to the mess decks. So this one is going to the diner. And I may as well tell you now, the power generator, it doesn't require S, but S is the attribute that best suits the power generator. The mess decks or the diner, you want the agility. The water treatment center, you want the P for perception. And what we're going to do here is we're going to collect those caps. That's going to bring up another objective. Collect 50 water. We can do that. And these lunch pails, those are awesome. What I really like to get out of these are the super dwellers. See how these all have straight line stats going across? Super dwellers are like, they're not totally maxed out, but they're very much higher up the food chain. What are you? You are a P. So let's go ahead and move you into perception for water. Okay, you are a, whoops, you're straight lined, and you have, you're meh. Okay, so now that we've got all these extra dwellers out here, what we can do here, as long as we only have one segment of the room, you can put a maximum of 3 segments in. What we can do here is we can double up these, because every segment can hold 2 dwellers. So what I'm going to go ahead here and do, see, he is only good at P. His S is a 1, his A is a 1. So the only room he can really benefit in is going to be perception. So we'll throw him into there. Over here, she can go into water, or she can go on the mess decks. So you know what? Let's grab her, and we may as well throw her onto the mess decks. And I need one more person for S. And this person here does have S. I want to look for one more attribute, and that is luck. This one here. Because if I have to throw one dweller out into the wasteland, I want to throw the one out with the highest luck. Oh, this guy has a perception of 3. What did the second person here have? Let's see if this raises it. +1. There we go. And what? Are you the one who's leaving? Yeah, you can leave. What are you? You're a luck of 2. And you're a luck of 3. So what I'm going to do with him is bring him into the vault. I'm not going to let him run for long because I don't have any weapons or anything. But what I am going to do with him is throw him back out into the wasteland and let him explore. And that's going to get us our second objective by throwing one person into the wasteland. We'll collect that. There we go. And so now what we can do is we can turn around and we can recall him, or we can let him run, but without a weapon or decent clothing, he's not going to last long. So we'll just leave him outside for now until we figure out what we're going to do. So here we go. Let's collect that. Now, level up a dweller. They're going to level by themselves. Successfully rush a room. We can do that. And since we need 50 water, let's go ahead and rush the water room. So we're going to collect. And now, let's rush it. Oops. Now, we should be successful. Yep. Because usually your first rush of the game, you are successful. So we're going to claim a lunch pail, collect 50 food. We can do that. And remember what I say I'm looking for? I really want super dwellers. That's okay. That's garbage. Actually, that water might help us. Nuts. So we got 2 suits. We got a common suit, which was the first one. And this is a rare suit here. It's rare because you can count this up. It's a +5 total. The one we got before that was a +3, but it is an agility suit. Outfits. We got a +3 agility, and remember, A goes to the mess decks. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to give it to somebody on the mess decks. And I'm probably going to give it to this person here who's already got a high A. Give her an outfit. Put her into that. There's a level up right there. So we leveled up a dweller. Go ahead, collect another lunch pail. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Equip. You know what? We have a second outfit. Let's do it. Let's equip them. What was the second outfit? Charisma, intelligence, and luck. So if I was going to throw somebody out into the wasteland, I want a high luck value. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is give this to, I think you are our wasteland runner. So I'm going to collect you. He's going to come in. We'll collect that. And I do want to start doubling up these rooms because then they produce a little bit more than we're producing now. And we do have the people to put in there. But the first thing I'm going to do here is collect, or actually give him that outfit. That gets us another lunch pail. And let's go ahead and open both of these to see what we get. Okay, now we got a weapon. Awesome. Okay, that's Super Dweller. Nah, that's a legendary item. We're not going to be using that for a while. So that's basically going to sit. Okay, P5. This goes into the water treatment center. The that junk, that legendary, that's going to be sitting in our. That's going to be sitting in our, what do you call it? Storage for a while because we're not going to be able to use it. Okay, and collect that lunch pail and collect 100 power. We can do that. We're going to do this. We're going to come up here. What do we got? That's a rare item. There's some food for us. There's a second weapon. And there's that. And there's that. So now we got some more caps that we can actually build our rooms out a little bit. So I think the first thing we're going to do is build our rooms out. Even though that is going to be one of the objectives, is to merge a room. Why do you not have a second person in here? Okay, who's got some high S? You're a 2. You're a 2. You're a 1. You're a 1. You're a 2. I think I'm going to take... Oh my God, she looks like... You might actually be our first celebrity. We might have to rename her Daphne from Scooby-Doo. So I'm going to put her into here. So she's going to help out there. I'm going to give one of these people in here a that +5. Now watch what happens to her P. Boom, it maxes out. So she's got that now. And now we either start collecting more to open up the objectives. Let's do this one. I want that lunch pail. So let's see if we can rush that room. Collect 50 water. We can do that. How much more does this have to go? 30 seconds. So we'll wait for the 30 seconds to go by, and then we'll go ahead and rush the room to get the rush bonus. And that should put us over 50. 32, that'll put it. No, it's not. It'll put us to 48. Nuts on a biscuit. It's all good. Boom. So you know what? I'm going to try something here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's see if we can already add to that room. Okay, now it's going to give us 18. And let's rush it. Ah, nuts. That was one of the things that we had to risk. Okay, so how is your P? You're a P2. So you know what? You can come down and help in here. The vault is full. Build more living quarters. We can do that. So we're going to come here. We're going to add on to the living quarters. And leave that at that. So now you are going to come into here. We got 600. We need more power. So let's go ahead and add onto the power generator. And we'll build that out. And so I want to put at least 2 more people into the power generator. So your S is a 1. Your S is a 2. So you can go into there. Your S is a 2. Oh, but your A is 3. So I want to save her for the mess decks. Which basically means, why don't we go ahead and add on to the mess decks already? Build it. There we go. And we are going to have to rush a room. Okay, because see how we're losing power? Our power is in the red. When you lose power, the rooms stop working. So we're going to rush this. Ah, nuts on a biscuit. What are the chances? So they don't have weapons, so they're just going to kick these guys. What I am going to do, though, oh my gosh, we got twins. Oh my gosh, this is like The Shining. We got the two girls in the hallway. Okay, well, you were the A, right? No, you're not. Oh, you kind of suck because you don't have any S either. Who are you? You're the A, so you can come into the mess decks. So what I'm going to try to do now is I want to swap out somebody from water treatment that has a 2S and put her in to the water treatment with her 2P. So the easiest way to do this is go to the clipboard and you can see everybody's S stats. So I'm going to take Keith and put him into here, and I'm going to drop her into here. So where's Keith? That must be you. Yep. So I'm going to grab Keith and we're going to stick him into here. I'm going to grab her, put her down into here. And now we have enough people in our vault that we just unlocked another room. Storage room. That's going to come in handy. Now, it's going to be a while before we can build an overseer office, but the best place to get weapons and outfits is in the wasteland, which is why I still have this guy floating around. I think he has the high... Does he have the highest luck, or do you? Your luck is a 2. And where's my fancy dude? Right there. Your luck is 4. So I'm going to give him a weapon, and I'm actually going to give him the best weapon. And then I am going to go ahead and hold off. I want to get these 3 objectives first to see if we can get some stim packs. Sell an outfit or weapon. We're not ready to do that yet. I'm going to wait for a garbage weapon or outfit to sell. Okay, we still need 100 power and we need 50 water. Here is their little sales pitch. This is a free-to-play, which means it's kind of pay-to-win. But unlike other pay-to-win games, this is not one of those MMOs where you're playing against other players. This is just you're playing for yourself. And all this does is basically speed up your game. It'll give you a legendary dweller. It'll give you a couple rare dwellers. It'll give you a pet, give you a Mr. Handy, you know, and just it's basically gives you a jump start in the game. We're not going to do it. Okay, but I do need to get my power running. So come on, 37 seconds, and then we're going to rush the room again. Because right now we're not making any water. And then I'm going to throw somebody outside. "16 seconds. Were you my luck person?" No, you're my luck person. I'm just waiting to see if we get any weapons. I'm sorry, not weapons. If we get an outfit out of this. Wait a second. You're not the person I wanted. You are. So here we go. 31 out of 100. I'm going to rush it again, only because I want to get a little bit better buffer right there. There we go. And that'll give us a little breathing room for now. I'm not going to push it much further because, as you may have noticed, the more times you rush, the higher that percentage of failure comes up. And who are you? You've got a high P. You know what? We may as well put you into the water room. So now we're maxed out here. We're maxed out here with 4. Down here we only have 2, but the 2 that we have down there are really holding their own. And you know what? I thought we gave one of these people down here that plus... Oh, there it is. There's a person hiding back there. There's that. There's our 50 water. Let's go ahead and see what we... Oh, it's a lunch pail. Equip a dweller with a weapon. We're going to do that also. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give one of these people in here a weapon. Because this is going to be our kill box right here. Because later in the game, we're going to get raided by raiders. We're going to get raided by ghouls. And then later in the game, death claws. And basically when they break in and they hit this room is basically going to kill them when they come in. Come on, big bucks, no Emmys. Junk. I'm not crazy about this one. The next one up, this is a common. The rare outfit is called Sturdy Merc Gear, and then you get +2 P, +2 of the A, and +1 down here. So the Sturdy is much better than this one. But for now, we can give this to somebody in the water room, or we can give it to somebody on the mess decks. Meh. Super Dweller, baby. And this is going to be our Wasteland Runner, Jack Owens. Oh man, he's a styling looking dude, isn't he? Billy Jack. Oh, Billy Jack was clean shaven. We got to give, well, Jack. Jack who? Or Owens. Jack Owens. Wolverine. There we go. This will be Hugh Jackman. Anyway, welcome to the jungle, baby. Okay, now he is going to get this luck outfit. So I'm going to put him back into a vault gear. I'm going to go ahead and let him come in. And we'll just bring him into this room for now. Oh, I want your weapon also. So you, my good friend, what do you got? You got plus... Oh, wow. I think he's going to keep his outfit. +2 strength, +2 attack. I'm sorry, agility. Thinking Dungeons and Dragons. And then +1 luck. This... You know what, though? This is a better suit for out there. Only because the charisma, he makes friends. And I wonder if making... I don't know this for a fact. If the making friends will allow him to bring people into the vault. So I'm going to give him this outfit, the mayor one. I'm going to give him the best weapon we've got, which is this one. We're going to check this because we always want to keep these current. Collect 100 water. We can do that. And gosh, I'm still waiting for a stim pack. Are any of those lunch pails? No. So we may as well go ahead and throw him out already. So he's going to go into the wasteland, and we're just going to let him explore. It's too bad that he doesn't have anything to heal himself with, but that's the best thing for him. Now we got this one dweller running around down here. We got two options. We can either throw him into here, or we can throw him into the wasteland. And because the mess decks are really holding their own, I'm going to throw him into the wasteland. So there we go. he's going to get... I'm going to give him this outfit only because I want to put that +2 strength into the power generator, because we always seem to be teetering on a fine line there. So I'm going to give him that one, and we're going to give him the sawed-off shotgun, and now he's going to go explore. Now the thing is, his life expectancy is not great because he's only a level 1, but we'll see. And who's our high level in here? They're all level 2s. You're about to go to level 3. And you're actually the closest. So Gabriel, right there, I'm going to give him this +2. So that just boosted his strength a little bit higher also. So now we're just playing a waiting game. We're waiting for the objectives to kick in. And this one here, hopefully somebody's going to come back from the wasteland with a piece of junk weapon or outfit, and we'll go ahead and sell it. And then these, the water and the power, it's just a waiting game to get it. We could rush some more rooms if we wanted to. Like this one here, we can go ahead. 31% failure, and we fail. So I really don't understand the odds in this game sometime. The odds were in our favor, but we failed. So without weapons, what happens here is they punch and kick. And every time they punch or kick, they do 1 point of damage. Those weapons, you may have seen the plasma pistol had the 7 next to it. That means it does 7 points of damage. The sawed-off shotgun had 6 to 7, which means it does 6 or 7 points of damage. You can already tell that she's not very happy and he's not very happy. The easiest way to cheer people up in this game is to make them have babies. Kind of like real life. And so there is going to be an objective that is going to prompt us to make babies. And that's why I'm not throwing anybody into the living quarters right now. I'm kind of holding off on that. Eventually, we're going to start renaming people. Not ready to do it quite yet, but I think we clearly have a Daphne up here. I mean, the only other alternative to this might be a Molly Ringwald, but Molly Ringwald had shorter hair than this. And yeah, you're going to be a Daphne. You know what? Doggone it. Daphne? Is that right? I'm going to have to check that. No. I'm going to go with that. We'll check it out. And dude, are you going to be Shaggy? Does that look like Shaggy? Not really. Looks like Fred with blonde hair. Okay. Well, we'll hold off on him. Oh, and the other dude left because we were going to rename him. Is this a dude in the corner back here? No, it's... Man, what are they gossiping about? Who knows? And that's kind of weird that we got these twins in here. We got to find some real-life twins and name them. So anyway, I'm going to keep my episodes to just under an hour. Pretty sure I set my timer. Yeah, we still got 14 minutes to go. So right now it's playing the waiting game. What we're doing is waiting to collect the resources. This one's got less than a minute, so we'll collect this and then we'll turn around and rush it. This one here has 39 seconds. So let's go ahead and let the 30 seconds go by, and then we'll rush that room again. And this one we're not getting anything for. Water and power. Actually, we're not even going to have to rush power, because as soon as it maxes out, or the timer goes out, then we're going to get that. And then we'll see what it wants us to do. You go, dude. You start leveling up. 72. Should we rush it? 72, 82. It'll give us 90. 41% fail rate. So actually the odds are still in our favor. Of course, of course. Well, if you want to watch the battle, you can watch them step on things and kick them. I'm going to open this up real fast. Extinguish a vault fire. Now we can force a vault fire to happen by just continuously rushing rooms and letting the incidents happen. One of the incidents is a vault fire. So let's go ahead, since we need water, let's rush the water again. Whoops, I don't want to do that. We want to rush. Well, that wasn't what we wanted, but we'll take it, because that gets us that much closer to our... Come on, give us a fire. Yes, a fire. And if you want to see what that looks like, that looks like a bunch of people putting out a fire. Go ahead, collect this. Collect 3 pieces of junk. Well, the people who are out in the wasteland, they might be collecting junk out there. So that's good, 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 good. Okay, and we're just going to wait for the water to mature, and then we're going to collect that. So how much longer do we need to wait for? 1 minute, 20 seconds. So, and then we're going to clear that objective. But this right here is, I don't want to say it's the perfect vault. I'm still trying to toy with, where did I go wrong here? And I think the place I went wrong was... this. I needed to take that out, but that wouldn't work. I don't know how people got elevators over here, unless they took these out and then built these out over to the wall, which we still could do if we wanted to. You know what? Maybe if we came around, drop that down to there. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Maybe I just need to watch somebody else's vault and copy what they did. Anyway, there's our 100 water. Let's go ahead and collect that. Deliver a baby. There we go. So the best way to do this is to click on this little gear up here, and this will show you all of your dwellers. You can see that our happiness is only at 66%. So what I like to do is take the 2 saddest dwellers. So we're going to go over here to their happiness, and instead of looking at the max, we're going to look at the worst. And we can see here that Lauren only has 18% happiness and Brandon only has 21%. So Brandon and Lauren are going to go into the living quarters and they're going to be making a baby. Yep. So here we go. So Brandon is going in, and the first thing I want to do is I don't have a charisma suit. Well, let's see how long this takes. So they're going in there. See how it says C2? The higher the charisma, the faster the baby making happens. And Lauren, oh my God, she's only a charisma of 1. That's sad. Just out of curiosity. I can't see what her outfits are. But anyway, so now they're in here. And what's going to happen, he's going to start complimenting her. And then she's going to, oh dear. And he's like, hey baby, I like your ponytail. Oh dear. Hey baby, I like your red hair. Oh dear. Hey baby, I like working with you in the water treatment plant. Oh dear. And they're just going to keep doing that. And then once they get a bonding going, they're going to start dancing with each other. And that means they're getting close. And eventually she's going to say yes. And they're both going to go in the back and they're going to find, I don't know, whatever your aphrodisiac is. Mine's chocolate. They're going to find a box of chocolate, maybe a little champagne, and they're going to get happy. So for some of you, it might be oysters. I've even heard guacamole, or avocados. So they're going to do their thing. We're not going to be creepers. We're not going to sit here and watch them. We're just going to make sure that the vault is running well. Hopefully they do something quick, because I didn't want this episode to go more than an hour. So they've got 6 minutes to figure it out. And just before we close, we're going to go ahead and recall the people who are out in the field. If you want to see what the status of the people are out here, you can simply click on the away thing. He's been out here for 12 minutes. All he found was 29 caps and nothing. He found nothing, which is sad. The other dude who's out here has been out here for 14 minutes. He found 55 caps, but he also has nothing to show for down here. So that sucks. This guy's got a little radiation damage here also, which is not a good thing. So anyway, close it up. They're still complimenting each other. Level him up. I really wish one of these dweller suits that we had the how did we go to that? I'm trying to figure out. Maybe it was here and status dwellers. I don't know what that did. Maybe that put them in, no, not alphabetical order. Job, statuses. There was a way that we can check the what everybody is wearing. And for the life of me, I don't remember how to do that. But we'll figure it out eventually. How about, what is this? This might be it. Weapons 2 for 2. Outfits help stats. No, don't want that. We don't need help. Survival guide. Outfits. Okay, that doesn't tell us who's got what on though. Dwellers. Nope, that doesn't tell us who has what. I think what this is these are all the different outfits and dwellers. Like right here it says 23. I think there are 23 super dwellers in this game. And your boxes here will fill up as you collect them. I mean, don't quote me on that. I believe that's the way it is. And maybe they have to be legendary. The reason I wanted to find this stat window was because I wanted the I wanted to see if these if any of the other armors we have has a higher charisma value. I could just click on these and find out. So this one here, this has no charisma. So that's not going to help anything. Let's close that. This one here has no charisma. So that's not going to help. And the one in the back also has no charisma. So that's not going to help out. Daphne. I guess one of these brunettes, if we didn't want to call them twinsies, could be Velma. But oh my god, they just look so much alike. We're going to have to find us some twins. And do not say the Olsen sisters. No, we're not going there. We're not going with the Olsens. And God forbid we don't do the Kardashians. So, no. We're not doing that either. We'll find something for them. Okay, time check. 1 minute and 30 seconds. You know what? I'm going to cut the game off at the hour mark. If they don't get anything going, then we're just going to have to wait for the next episode. You know what I might do? I might just take a break for a couple hours and then come back and record episode 2. This is not the game that you play straight through. You do need to break this game up into increments. And every increment when you come back to the game, everything has evolved in time. So all the rooms will be ready for collection. The people who are running in the wasteland, they keep running even when the game is off. Oh my god, we're dancing. Look at this. They knew that time was running out. Oh my god, they just look miserable. I'm still trying to get names together here. I don't know a lot of redheads. Gingers. Wasn't there a Nora O'Donnell or something like that, like on NBC or something? I think she was a redhead. There's our That's actually 50 minutes. So, technically speaking, we've got about 9 more minutes before the time goes off. And like I said, they're just going to keep doing their dancing thing. And eventually she's going to say yes. And then they're going to go in the back. They're going to do their thing. I want this to happen now because then she'll come out pregnant. And then when we log in again, hopefully she'll have her baby and we can collect that objective. So that's kind of why we're running against time right now. And I think this is the way we're going to have to run this vault if we want to keep things moving. We have to, until we can actually send people out on overseer quests, we're going to have to throw at least 1, maybe 2 people out into the wasteland to find super duper marts or mega marts. What is it? No, it's the Red Rocket truck stops. And also just to get weapons and outfits. We need them. Come on, guys. Maybe you just don't want us watching you. This is like Dance Marathon right here. You see, this is where we just get to collect everything. So let's collect, collect, collect. Seeing that these are all full, what that's telling me is that we are very well balanced right now with what we got going on. They're just doing their thing. The reason I'm also keeping this on this right here is because I want to capture this as my screensaver. We could always go with the game logo. There we go. She said yes. And now they're going to run into the back. They're going to find that box of chocolate that I told you about. And the champagne. And there it is. They found it. So they're having themselves a good time. And he's going to come out with a big old smile on his face. And she's going to come out a little bit rounder. So something happened. So what we're going to do with these two now is we're going to go ahead and throw them back into the water treatment center. She can still perform in the water treatment center while she's pregnant. But if there's any incidents in that room, she will run out. I mean, she'll get out of there. So anyway, nuts. And there's an incident. Like I said, these guys are just going to kick them and hit them. But at this level, there's no harm, no foul. So she just kicked them in the face. And they're down. Cha-ching. And we get a little experience. All right, guys. So that is episode 1 of Vault 303. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, give me a like. If you didn't like it, well, give me a sympathy like. If you're watching me on Twitch, please hit the follow button. If you're watching me on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. If you do either of those things, please tell 10 of your family, friends, and pets about my channels. I also have a fishing channel, Grumpy Gnome Fishing. If you don't know 10 family, friends, and pets, then go ahead and tell 5 of them twice. If you don't know 5 family, friends, and pets, go out, buy yourself a hamster. Name the hamster Boo. And if you get that reference, leave a comment below. If you don't get the reference, leave a comment below. Let's check our people outside. So, he he can keep running. That's how much health he lost right there. So I'm going to let him continue to run. He has got a little bit of radiation going on, but he still has a lot of life here. And he's a level 5. So he's got more hit points than the level 1. So I'm going to let him run also. With that said, guys, I am Grumpy Gnome. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you in episode number 2.